Hi, Rach.
What's up, Krystyn?
How you doing?
I'm good. I might have killed a chipmunk in your driveway, but
Might have. You guys.
listen, this is going to be up for debate.
All right, let's just go over the scenario real quick. There is a chipmunk whose eyes have been out of his head. She calls me to come outside. Now, we all know Rachel likes to murder varmint.
Liked.
And she
Past
doesn't
tense.
like chipmunks.
Past tense. I still
Right.
don't like chipmunks.
The evidence is mounting up against you,
No,
Rachel.
It's fine. This is how people end up in the wrong place at the wrong time and then serve prison for life. And then they get found out by DNA evidence.
I
which
would
is
like,
what
I
we
would like
would
an
need
autopsy and a toxicology report
Yes.
because she is saying, she said maybe he was on magic mushrooms and he was just laying there and I ran over. So you guys,
First of all,
this chipmunk was fucking high in my driveway, sunbathing in the gravel
yes,
for her to come and run over.
that's right. So I get out of the van and I look to my right and I see what I think is a squirrel at first laying because I could see the white belly.
He was a big boy.
And I was like, what is that? And I walk over. I was like, oh, dear. And it's a chipmunk on his back, his little teeth sticking out and
He was so cute.
little tail. And I was like, oh, buddy, what happened here? Not moving,
He's like, you bitch, you happened.
right? Like not moving. So you know how like animals move after they've been hit or shot or whatever. There's like twitching, right? I think he was in full rigor mortis and he was stiff.
Charles has negated the rigor mortis.
I did run over him because he was a little flat and yes, his one eye was protruding. But chipmunks are fast little creatures and
They are.
I did not see anything moving in your driveway. Now, you do have a zoo, basically,
I
like
do.
at Pennsylvania native. What did
This
you
is
call
like
it? You said you murdered an
called
indigenous wood creature.
I called Charlie and I said, Rachel's murdered one of our woodland creatures. Can you please come down here and help me bury?
It's very offensive. And I think that he was potentially sunbathing and decided that maybe he was a risk taker. Maybe he was a Red Bull athlete chipmunk, right? Like where he's extreme sport and he's like,
I thought he was high. They do drug
see-
testing at Red Bull, Rachel.
well, he would need to be drug tested. So the theory's out on what exactly happened.
What do you
but
guys think?
I did show
I'd like
up
you guys to weigh
to
in on this.
record and realize that we had to have a funeral before we could have a recording.
So here we are.
So we called Charles. He either wanted to
You wish you could have
cremate
heard.
them.
Yes.
He said, Krystyn, well, listen, I have to get back to work. Do you want me to cremate him or bury him?
He's used to my antics. So
it seems like this is something that happens often here. He was not
This is
you know,
something that
scared or
happens
threatened at all. He was like, listen, how do you
Yes.
want me to dispose of the body, Krystyn?
I'm running a cult of chipmunks on LSD, Rachel.
I'm just saying he was like very like bury, cremate. What do you want me to do?
Well, then she says.
So if you're
that-
on Krystyn's bad side, just know.
Rachel said, well, I think that he was trying to unalive himself and used me to do it. I'm saying.
it was
So
one of
you're
my
saying
theories.
It's assisted?
That's right. And then she started calling me Mr. Kevorkian. You know, it's just been one of those days. We never know where a recording's going to go. And here we are.
Let's welcome everybody, guys.
Okay. Welcome to Two Mystic Mamas.
We're moving on in our chakra series.
Moving on up to
We're both
the
wearing our
solar
colors.
chakra. Yes.
Ready to go.
That's right. So the solar chakra. So we started, if you're just joining us this is your first Two Mystic Mamas episode ever. Well, welcome. Thanks.
You
being
walked
here.
right into a murder mystery.
Yes.
Congratulations.
This is how it normally starts. Only murderers in the building.
driveway.
In the driveway. Which has a new season out, by the way, too.
No, I
Fantastic.
haven't started yet. Yeah, we're doing great. We're staying right on topic today.
Yep, we are.
Yep.
And so we have a chakra series that we are in the throes of, and it started with the root chakra. Well, first we did a chakra
101.
101. So it was like an overview of the chakras. So if you don't know what a chakra is, you're like, why do I keep saying this weird word? Go check it out. The chakra 101. We'll go over that. And then the root, and then the sacral. And now we're at the solar plex, which is yellow. Spherical ball. Like the sun.
Okay.
The sun.
Well, let's just talk about something right off the bat.
Okay.
Cuz this has been happening for months.
So you were calling me cuz. Cuz. Hey, cuz. Yo, bro. Okay, yeah.
And I have not brought it up, waiting for this episode.
Oh, no.
Okay, so.
The sun is a planet. I know that.
Fucking hell. It's a goddamn star, Rachel.
Oh, it is? God, I am really bad at this game. Anyways, I thought that's where you were going to go. Did I get it?
I'm broken.
A star?
Oh, sweet baby
Kira.
Jesus.
Anyways, as you can see, I don't find this funny at all because I'm an idiot.
You're not an idiot, which is why this is shocking news.
I mean, what do you call someone that like doesn't know basic astronomy?
Someone who went to Pitt apparently because it took an
Damn it! It has nothing to do with that. I think it's just the way I'm wired.
Oh, mama.
We should really go through all the rest of the planets.
I actually have an episode idea all mapped out with an agenda called The Moon is Not a Planet. Well, guys, it's got a fucking sequel.
The sun is also not a planet.
Oh.
Anyways, you were saying.
I can't.
You were saying.
It is too early in the day for this.
I had already threatened you with starting to drink if you started apologizing.
I'm going to need to start drinking.
That's what I was going to tell you, though. The episode I'm listening to right now with edits was when we had the witch's brew. And apparently that is like unbelievably challenging to find. The Alani witch's brew.
Yeah.
Like gown.
I know.
Like people are all over the social media just bitching up a storm.
I know. It's so good.
I did not know.
I buy mine early.
So apparently it was one and done. I will also never have one again because you can't find them.
I buy mine early. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys have caught this on other episodes, but Rachel pronounces it Solar Plex.
Yes.
Us.
Yes.
So I was like, what is it? Because I was like legitimately like, I think I'm wrong because you pronounce it Solar Plex.
Yeah.
I have it pulled up for us. Hold, please. I'm going to play this in the mic.
Oh.
We're going to get the pronunciation.
Solar Plexus.
So it is us. Plex us. There's a US on the end.
Oh, is this going to be like hot dog or crayon?
What?
Yeah, that's how I say hot dog.
There's no US on the end of hot dog.
Always. Do you want a hot dog?
Hot dog us.
No,
There's
hot dog.
No US on
hot
the end
dog.
of hot dog.
Yeah, but like I say hot dog. I don't say hot dog.
Right, but you don't even say the US.
Plexus.
You say Plex.
No, they're solar plexus.
Did you catch it? I'm not crazy.
I always say solar plexus. I don't say solar plex.
I'm going to do a recap reel of you saying Plex and all of our.
I thought you were trying to say that I say like IS instead of US.
No, I legitimately thought that I was pronouncing it wrong all this time because when we talk about it, I'm like, is the US just not, you're like, you're out of
so
time?
You're saying
like, you're out of
the
time.
Solar Plex.
Yeah, you always say Solar Plex.
So I just shorten it.
You just shorten
I know that it has
you
a
look
US.
gorge.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. This is fab. It's the Solar Plex.
We don't have time for the US, you guys.
Well, to be honest, some of that's true.
No.
And we're moving on. But
no, I legitimately thought that I was wrong because every time you pronounce it without the US. And I was like,
that's so interesting that I do
pulled
that.
it up because I was like,
the solar plexus. Because
what am I missing?
No, I even have it like all of our solar plexus. Like
it's so funny. Well, guys, the solar plexus is an energy center.
It's the yellow energy center, like the sun, which is a star. So many facts we're learning today in class.
I did learn that it's called the solar plexus because it's a web of nerve fibers that radiate outward from a central point. And they resemble the rays of the sun.
I love that because I mean, a lot of when you're thinking about the chakras, like a good visualization is so important, especially when you're opening them up and expanding them out, which is something that I try to do every day.
Right.
Before I start my day, I just bring down that divine source energy and I go through and I just open up all of my energy centers, all of the different chakras. And so if you have a good visualization for each chakra, it can help make that, you know how sometimes people are like more visual.
Right.
So it like visually you can see it expanding. And studies are actually happening at some universities around the world where they're starting to, because your intuition, your gut is in your solar plex. And so when people are like, I have that gut feeling. Oh, I did it.
Solar eyes go.
Yes. That's so interesting.
Uh-huh.
But I know it's solar plexus.
It's funny that you haven't caught it though.
No.
Until now.
Yeah. But I just shorten it.
So funny.
So interesting.
Well, I think what you're saying is really important though, because plexus, the word, comes from the Latin word to mean braid or network. And if you think about how this is connected, like you could visualize that braid.
Sure.
Even.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're starting because energy is one of those things that it can be measured, right? It is something that is measurable, but it's not visible. You can't visibly see it with the human eye, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. So when we're talking about spirituality, that's, you know, the inner workings of our soul, what makes us who we are as a human having this experience. And the chakras have a lot to do with that. And so when you are joining us here for the first time, or if you've been around for all of our episodes, it's a spherical ball of energy that spins, that rotates. And what happens over time is it gets clogged. It gets jammed up. Things start to impact it, whether it's our actions, our thoughts, others' influence. There's lots of factors that come into this. And so they spin at different speeds. And this is when we get into talking about frequency, we get into talking about vibration. And what ends up happening, especially with the solar plex, because I was reading this other really interesting article about how the chakras are actually paired together. They don't really operate individually. They operate with other chakras. And so the solar plexus specifically operates with the throat chakra, which makes a lot of sense because if you have your confidence and you have your intuition, you have that gut feeling and it's your self-worth, it's your self-power, and then you pair that with your voice, it's like that perfect match made in heaven. So they do work in tandem. And so when you have a blocked or an underacting or overacting chakra, there's different exercises you can do to unblock it, to get it unclogged and get it spinning at a higher rate.
Right. And the solar plexus sits just above the navel, and it's considered your seat of personal power, if you will. And it's where we get that confidence from and that will. And, you know, it's associated with the sun, obviously, but fire, the element of fire.
Correct. Yep.
So there's so much that you can do, both visually, meditative, you know, in order to try and unblock that. Because you're right, it can be an overactive chakra or an underactive chakra. But I feel like a lot of people struggle with this area.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And I think too, as women, you know, I think it's such a tender spot. And this is just me personally speaking about myself, but I tend to, you know, have found after having 3 babies and that when I touch that specific area in my body, it used to make not uncomfortable, but it made me feel like shame because I'm only 5'3" and I have a very short torso. Like everyone's built differently, right? Like you and Charles are the same height, but your legs are much higher than his, right? So like now I've gotten to the point where like, especially when anytime that you're opening a chakra, if you put your hands over that specific area, it has a lot to do with just the sense of touch and knowing where it is and feeling comfortable with that. So for me, the solar plexus has been one that I've had to work on more because it's just a vulnerable spot for me,
Right.
you know, but I do very much enjoy working this chakra and getting it to rotate at a higher frequency and unblock it, because there's definitely been decades of buildup that I'm taking out of it. And every time that you do this exercise, a little bit more comes out, right? So it's not something that you'll just do it once and then you'll never do it again. But I didn't have my spiritual awakening until I was in my 40s. So like I have 40 years worth of buildup in my chakras that I am slowly like picking pieces out of it. And every little bit that you take out, it starts to spin a little bit faster. It starts to rotate a little bit quicker. And so,
or slow down and regulate. If
or slow down and regulate.
If you're overactive with it.
Yeah.
I mean, the mantra I do is associated with this particular chakra. And I think that there's so much attached to that. I have made a couple of notes for us actually on some signs that it's out of balance.
Yes.
And also some ways to unblock, right? Or work with it.
Yep.
And it can be blocked whether it's underactive or overactive. So some of the signs, first of all, if you have a balanced solar plexus, this is like confidence without arrogance, right? This is feeling aligned, feeling in your personal power, like a strong sense of purpose, and really like a great self-esteem. So And even if you have been on your spiritual journey for a long time, there's a lot of people that don't get into the chakras. I mean, I was on my spiritual journey for a long time before I ever knew anything about the chakras, about emotions being trapped in my body. I didn't know anything about it.
Right.
But there's ways that you can start to work with them and start to unblock them. We'll go over some like foods and crystals and oils and stuff later. But just to start, one is moving with intention. I think a lot of times our chakras get stagnant because we are not moving our bodies with purpose and intention. We're moving through what we think we need to do in our day-to-day life, but we're not necessarily moving with intention. So there's even like full yoga series. Like if you go to YouTube and look, you can look up like unblocking your solar plexus, and there's a series of poses that you can go through to help unblock. I think it's so amazing. Well, there's so many resources out there.
There is. And if you think about the muscle groups that are in this neck of the woods, a lot of it is your core or your abdominals. And so anything related to yoga, Pilates,
breath work.
Yeah. Qigong. Is that how you pronounce it? Where you do the different intentional movements, where you carry your strength. And I think that's another place of vulnerability for a lot of women. I know for myself, you know, again, I have a medical condition that I have to have corrected. And so this is still a place of vulnerability. So I have to like tailor certain things that I do because I have a hernia. But at the same time, like when you think about your core and core strength, I think it's very symbolic of moving with intention when you're trying to unblock this area. And again, we're not talking about like having a six pack or, you know, it's nothing vanity wise. It's thinking about that area in your body, identifying what comes up when you move with intention. So if you have a set of exercises that you want to do while you're doing them, you're just very consciously aware of what's coming up for you.
Well, and for you, it's more like a muscular kind of association, where for a lot of people, it's like a digestion, and that can be on a physical or an emotional level.
It can, yeah. A lot of indigestion issues, stomach related issues can also be either caused by or the result of.
Right. Or even how we're digesting our daily lives, you know, and moving through that.
Stress. I mean, we could go down a rabbit hole here. So,
okay. So another way to kind of start to unblock is normalizing breath work. Right?
Yes.
Make it a part of your daily routine. Focus on that area and just see what comes up for you. Keep a journal by you. Like when you're starting to work with this chakra, do you feel stressed in any part of your body? Like, do you start to tense up? Do you have thoughts, feelings, emotions that come up that you're like, well, I'm not ready to go there yet. But I think I need to revisit this. Write it down.
Because there can be rapid breath work that you can do that, again, goes back to like the symbolism of fire and how fire ignites how fire, there's a spark and then it can burn, and depending on what you throw on it, it can get it going faster. So this is probably more, not so much like deep breaths. You can always do deep breaths when you're meditating or getting into a quiet space, but more rapid breathing breath work that you can do that can really ignite this particular area.
Right. I love that. I think probably the biggest one of all of this that speaks to me is reclaiming your voice intentionally and saying what you mean. If you say, I'm going to take a 2-minute walk after I eat, keep the promise to yourself. It doesn't have to be big. It's just about building up that consistency of learning to trust yourself, learning to follow through with whatever it is that you say you're going to do.
I think that's the hardest self-care, especially for mothers, to remember to do.
Yeah, and it's different for different signs. Like I know some people who are like,
oh, for sure.
They will not say anything. Like they will not commit to a single damn thing unless they know with 100% certainty that they're going to do it.
Yep.
Not everybody falls into that category.
No.
So speak your truth. Follow through with keeping promises to yourself. Yep. Like it's so damn important.
It is. And if you need reminders, I've started to get to the point where I'm like, I need to put Post-its in every room of my house because I forget to do different things that I want to do. And so it's not that I'm not trying to keep a promise to myself, but like, for example, the other day I have 2 dry brushes and I've really wanted to go to a lymphatic massage.
Right.
Well, I don't know if I can commit to that at this point in my life, just with the time I have on my plate and all the things, but I can do dry brushing, which is a form of lymphatic drainage, which is also very helpful for the lymphatic system, right? It's getting that waste out of our body. But I remembered the other day to do it before I jumped in the shower, and it doesn't need to be long, but I felt like I need to put a damn Post-it on my thing that says, remember to dry brush.
Yeah. Evie and I started using the Finch app. It's like a little bird. It's like a self-care
Oh, you've told
app.
me about this. Yeah.
And you can just continually create new goals and you get points. You get energy. It's energy that you get, power for finishing goals throughout the day. And then you can decorate your Finch's home with them. It's a Tamagotchi for self-care.
Oh, or like a Tokaboka.
I haven't done that.
Ugh. I haven't either, but
yeah.
Emlyn said to me yesterday, she's like, why can't I buy stuff on Tokaboka? I was like, because you don't have money.
Yes, that would get a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, Tokaboka.
But I think what you're talking about leads into the next one, which is doing small acts of follow through. It doesn't matter how small the act is. Follow through. Get up and just make your bed. Like small things.
Mm-hmm.
And this, again, this isn't about having a clean and tidy bed. This is about, I'm going to follow through with something that I said I'm going to do because it makes me feel good.
Well, and that goes back to the emotions.
Right.
The solar plexus has a lot to do with our emotions. And so think about what brings you joy. Like I know to that point, if I make my bed in the morning and I go about my day and I come home from a long ass day and I see my bed and I'm like, look how nice that looks. I cannot wait to get in that. As opposed to like the blankets are all crumpled up, going back to how does it make you feel?
Well, and I think it's important to create a routine for yourself that feels good.
Right.
Because it's something you can go back to, even if you don't follow it to a T every single day.
Sure.
You can continue to revisit it because we change every day. We feel different every day. Perfect example. Yesterday morning, 4:45, Evie's waking me up so we can go to the gym. Cool. We get up, we go to the gym, have like a great start to our morning. I mean, by 9:00 in the morning, I had accomplished so much. And I could have slept in because I had to work until 9:00 last night. But I didn't, and I felt great about the choice I made. This morning, I go into her room, and I'm like trying to help her wake up. Her alarm's going off.
Yes.
She's exhausted. I think she wasn't feeling well, too, when I picked her up from swim last night. But she was like, I was like, all right, babe, just like turn your light on. Just like start to get on. And she goes, Alexa, turn my light to black. I was like, we literally can't have more of a departure from where you were at yesterday morning.
Yes.
And it's okay. Like those are
No,
all
yeah.
normal. They're all
Yeah.
normal feelings.
Yep. I mean, it can be the start to your day or it can be the end of the day. That's the other thing. Like, I want to remind people that you're in control of making choices that can either continue the path you're on or can change the trajectory of your path, right? So especially when we have conversations with our children and they might be in a funk or in a place and it's like, you have choices ahead of you. If you would like to remain in this place, which is perfectly fine. My mom used to tell me, like, have a bad day. Have the day you're having. If it's a bad day, continue to have it. But tomorrow, it's a new day.
Right.
Change your ways. Again, these are all tools that we want to put in your toolbox that help you guys recognize that this is something that is innately part of us. You know, whether you want to believe in energy, whether you want to believe in the chakras, that is a choice. But they exist. They are part of who you are as a human. So we just want to educate and lift up and be like, hey, listen, if you're on this planet and you're in your 30s or you're in your 40s or your 50s, you can do new things. You can learn about something and be like, oh my gosh, I can start to change this. I can start to explore this more because you will feel changed.
Well, and the thing is, even if you are very science-minded, very analytical, you cannot deny that the science supports that everything is energy.
Correct.
Everything is energy. So even if you can't see
it's made up of atoms, which are neutrons, electrons, and protons with a nucleus. I might have been studying science this week with a little person.
Not astronomy, though, guys.
Nope, definitely not astronomy. Haven't gotten to that subject yet. Thank you, 7th grade.
I would maybe
7th
recommend
grade
you
science.
just let Jeffrey handle that portion of the schooling. If I could make a small suggestion.
I
for
trust
the well-being of your children.
my inner fire. There's my mantra for the solar plex. No, we do
trust
have.
my inner sun planet.
That is not ruled by the
That
other
is
planet.
an inaccurate statement, guys.
So,
all right.
as
Take a
you
little break, guys.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and record more to this episode after we do a recording. So visually it might look a smidge different, just a smidge, but that's why. It's the same day, same all the things, but we're going to come back and give you guys some more juicy information.
We have a fabulous guest that just arrived, so please excuse us.
Yes.
Yes, we'll be back.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. I just tried to drink. Holes over there.
I'm glad we got that on camera.
Polar.
That would be a fun sponsor.
Well, let's hit them up. Hey, guys.
Sparkling waters.
Is your water as sparkling as your favorite podcast?
Ooh. Hopefully we look the same, guys. It's been a couple hours, but we're back. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to talk about some crystals for the solar plexus.
Oh my God. It was so funny. We were talking earlier and you caught yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And then the very next time you said it again. And then you corrected. You didn't call it out this time, but then the next time you said it, you said the us on the
us,
end.
yes.
And I was just like watching your brain, just like pew, 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 pew.
Honestly, it could be a drinking game. Solar plex drinking game. Does she say us? We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't
just
know.
too many syllables. I love you.
Solar plexus. Solar
Really?
plexus.
The sun is a planet, Rachel.
No, I didn't know. Listen, if it's
Jeffrey is going to have.
I really think the definition of a planet is if it's in space and it's a circle, it's a planet.
You heard it. You heard it here first, guys. Neil deGrasse DeVore, right here.
Circle, space, planet. If you send a bouncy ball into
Neil
space,
deGrasse Tyson on this podcast talking to you, you would make his head explode.
he would walk out. He would walk out of the
He
studio.
would be like, "Well, Big Bang number 2 coming in hot."
No. There are people that I think it would be interesting to have conversations with because I would also be like, what? So
I don't think we're that kind of podcast.
No, we're really not.
No.
Really not.
That's like the kind of podcast you launch after you get canceled. You're like, well, fuck it now. Let's just go.
Let's just get real weird.
All right. So we're going to talk food. We're going to talk crystals. We're going to talk oils and maybe some mini rituals.
We can talk all of that. All right.
I'm going to do this while we talk. Feels good.
I feel like we need an energy drink.
The energy.
So we're talking about food first?
Sure.
All right.
Yellow foods, guys. If it's yellow, it's for you.
Don't let it mellow.
Oh.
If it's brown, flush it down.
Nope. And we're done. It's been great, guys. Rachel just brought it right on home.
Yeah. So we're talking lemons. We're talking bananas.
Corn. I mean, pineapple.
Just made me think of.
All right, we're not talking about food. Moving on. It's going nowhere good.
Spaghetti squash.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trivia time. Trivia time. We're going back and forth.
What do you mean trivia time?
Like trivia. Like we're going back and forth until one of us loses.
Oh, like naming a food?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yellow squash. It's a yellow squash.
I know. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's different. It's different. The other thing that you can do, that's in the same vein as this, is flowers. So daffodils, yellow roses. You can put them around. Daisies. Well, they do have a yellow center, but they're white.
There's yellow daisies.
Is there yellow daisies?
Yeah, and then there's Gerber daisies, which are in all sorts of colors.
Oh yeah.
She's coming for me in my daisies.
All right. What else? What about
That's
some
it. That is all
yellow
the yellow
plums?
fruits and vegetables. Yellow plums.
Yes, you said that like that's not an existing thing.
Like, just read that.
No, I didn't. Golden plums? I think
You're
going to
come for yellow plums, but I can't come out with some yellow squash.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Golden kiwi.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, golden kiwi. That's a good one.
You can tell we have really, really researched this food topic for you guys.
Well, to be fair, Kira had to bug out. We're using my phone, which has my notes. So I'm like, corn.
Corn.
That's just the way you said it because it made me think of that kid eating corn. The cob.
You guys know that kid.
The song. All right, let's move on to crystals.
Cool. Citrine.
Citrine, tiger's eye.
Tiger's eye. Oh, tiger's eye. It's a protective stone, too.
It is. Tiger's eye is just a multi-versatile stone, man.
Yellow calcite. Another good one.
Yep. And then you do have, some of the more semi-precious as well. Naturally, crystals are more affordable. Plus, you can, just use them as like rolling,
right? But there's
rubbing stones or whatever. But there are semi-precious ones that you can also, or precious
yellow
ones.
topaz, yellow diamonds.
Mm-hmm. That being the most precious.
The most precious.
I'm not going to roll. I don't have a rolling stone of yellow diamonds.
I've got a big yellow diamond about this big. I keep in my Lambo out there in the gravel. I change my Lambos out with whatever chakra I'm cleansing. So just keep them rolling.
Yeah. Oh, God.
All right. Tell me about your oils.
Yeah. So I brought 3. I left one at home that also is in like the same space as this, which is cedar wood. But again, when you're thinking about the solar plex, this. Oh my God. Drink. If anyone's playing a drinking game, you got citrus fresh. So anything citrus related is going to be a mood boosting oil. So orange, lemon, tangerine. Yeah. Anything in that family is going to be really good for your solar plexus. Then I also have, this is a blend. This is called Kid Sense, but it's just a blend of like encouraging oil, being courageous, standing in your power, that sort of thing.
What are some of the oils in there?
First of all, it's printed on yellow paper. So like, and my eyes are old now. Let's put white on yellow. That's like always a good printing. I cannot read this.
I wish I had access to my phone right now. I'd be like, click, click.
Vanilla, citrus. black spruce, camphor, blue tansy, frankincense, and geranium. Orange. Now my eyes hurt. Anyways, that's a good one. And then the last one I want to touch on, I didn't bring cedarwood, but cedarwood is definitely still in this. And it, cedarwood is like an orange yellow blend almost, right? So like the sacral sits right below the solar plexus. And so, cedarwood's more around grounding and being present and just being in the present state that you are at. So that plays a lot to do. And then this one is called Copaiba. I love this one. This has a lot to do with like your muscles, your bones. This can act as a pain relief oil. I think this has such a lovely scent. So these are the 3 that I grabbed that you could use on your solar plexus.
Well, and you can charge your core up with crystals and oils and, lay down, rest, meditate, whatever it is that you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where you place the oil and where you place the crystal has an effect on the chakra that it is above or next to or around.
All right, guys, I have homework for you.
Homework time.
I want you to write out 5 things that you're proud of yourself for. And I want you to ask yourself, where do you need to trust yourself?
So the prompt is, where do I need to trust myself?
Or what do I do if I fully trusted myself? How is my life different if I was fully trusting myself?
And then those sentences that you write underneath of it should start with, I can, or
I do.
Or I do. Yeah.
Or I stand in my power.
Yes.
Or I am confident.
Yes.
Stable.
Yep.
Sane.
Mhm.
Perimenopausal. 44-year-old mom.
That's a run-on sentence.
That's an affirmation. Welcome back to Country Krystyn. I don't know why she just pops on in and says hi every once in a while.
Oh, dear. But I do want to preface this with we will be coming back with another chakra episode. The next one coming up is the heart chakra. They're all big in their own way. And so go listen to the other episodes. I'm not even looking over at Krystyn at this point because she's just over here.
I was really struggling with my heart situation for a moment. It's okay.
But we are talking about the heart chakra on the next series episode. This is the series that we are currently in. So go listen to the other 3 that we have released. And this will all make sense and come together like a beautiful, beautiful dream. Because that's what we do. We create magic and give you dreams of a better energetic tomorrow. This is a train wreck.
Yep.
If I ever saw one. Kira's going to have we're going to cut that and we're going to cut that and that's got to go. And
she's going to cut all of it and just record the last 10 minutes of this podcast herself and be like, those 2 assholes couldn't get it together.
No.
Hi, I'm Kira Bates.
Yes. Welcome to 2 Mystic Mamas in the end of the Solar Plexus episode. Also known as Rachel's drinking game. Ding, ding, ding.
All right, guys, we're out.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.